We're looking at the fork, and the fork is a unique drawing because this top piece right here is 1 inch thick, and this bottom part down the bottom is only 7/8 of an inch thick. So there's going to be some hidden lines in the top view here, representing where this piece is underneath this one. Both the top one here and the bottom one are all the way to the right, along the piece edge over here. This one, they are not centered on this part. So we're going to start off by drawing the front view, which is 4 inches by 1 3/4 of an inch tall. So here's the overall size of the box. Now we're going to continually make pieces for that. This top piece it comes down a half, and this piece up a half and down a half. It's 1.5 out. So I'm going to come in and go modify offset. 1/2 of an inch down, 1/2 of an inch up. And then if I just draw a line over 1.5 and go down, at this point I've got my overall size and shape of the part. I'm going to trim out the parts that I don't need. The only thing I got to add now is this little square on the middle part, and it is 1 inch wide. So if I come in and go modify offset, come over 1 inch and then bring this one down and this one over, that is the front view of the fork. Now to get my top view, I'm just going to run all my features up. At this point I can choose any line, go horizontal across it, and then when I look at the drawing, let's see how wide it is. It says that it is 1 3/8 total wide. So I'm going to modify offset 1 3/8. There's my overall box. And now we have that 1 inch piece and the 7/8 inch piece at top. The top part is 1 inch and this part is 7/8 of an inch. So I'm going to offset those two lines. Modify offset 1 enter and modify offset 7/8 enter, and then start to trim out again. The bottom one was 7/8. All I'm doing is trimming out some lines. I can bump these up. Now at this point we got to throw in a couple hidden lines. This one here is actually does not go all the way through because it is a hidden line. We've got hidden lines in this area right here. So I'm going to go ahead and change my lines to red. So I'm going to draw a line from here up and this line over, and I do have to change those to hidden lines by going to this spot here and changing them to hidden. If the hidden line does not show up, you have to go to other, you have to load, find the word hidden. Any of the three will work, hit OK. So now my top view and my front view are complete. Now I've got to get the right side view. I need to go from the hypothetical upper right hand corner of the part with a 45-degree angle, shift comma. Alright, now we're going to transfer features over. So the top view all goes across. All 4 of these features. And then once again we get all of the horizontal ones across. If it doesn't give you that polar intersection there, go down and turn your polar on at the bottom of the screen. Over and down. Over and down. And the last one, over and down. I now have everything that I need in order to finish my right side view. Just got to think about what I see. The top part was 1 inch. The bottom part was 7/8 of an inch. So I'm erasing some things out. A little modified trim now. The last thing is this piece there will be bumped over. Now I've got my 1 inch piece on the top, my 7/8 of a piece in the bottom, and the L piece. So this piece is basically drawn correctly. We have a 7 out of 10 right now. And now I need to dimension it. So first off, let's start off with the overall thickness of it. Overall height of it. And the overall thickness of it, which probably there would be the best spot. So I've got the overall length, width, and height, which always has to be there. Now we've got to look at individual ones. This piece here is 1 inch. This piece is 7/8. This piece is 1.5. Each one of these was 1/2 of an inch tall. So if I look at it, we've got 3 measurements up and down, and I've got 2 of the 3 by going the 2 halves. Going left to right, I've got 1, 2. I don't need to do anything up here because of that angle there when we connected it. And actually, if I just double check and look at the fork over here, if I've got all the measurements that are on this piece here, I ought to be good to go. It looks like I missed that 1 inch one right there. So at this point, I dimension the linear for that 1 inch, and the fork is now completed.